Shalom, we live. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. And we do so by Hashem Mashiach Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. This is your brother Ratazian speaking from Sakara, Detroit. Back at you with another lesson. And I think I want to title this one, White Jesus is Not Biblical. White Jesus is not biblical. You cannot find anything about a white Jesus in the Bible. And I also want to go pretty much show that not only white Jesus is not biblical, but Yahweh Shah, who's what his real name is a so-called black man, along with the prophets of the Most High, and even the Most High himself. But I ain't gonna talk you to death. I'm gonna go right into it. We about to just let me share my screen. We gonna get right to it. Salakia. So look what pop up when you Google just the name Jesus Christ. Look at all this pop up. Look at this. This is crazy. Look at this. A white devil pop up. White devil. This is not biblical. See, this man, this image right here, who we looking at is really this man right here, which I Googled already. Caesar Borgia. Now you can look up more info on him, but this is the man that they use to paint in the likeness of the Messiah right here. And this man is a terrible man. You can look him up yourself, but he was a murderer of his own brother. He had an incestuous relationship with his sister. And he also was in a homosexual relationship with Leonardo da Vinci, who I believe was the one that painted the picture of him in the likeness of the Messiah. And you see, look right here, they even have him, their names even together, even though it's not going to probably give you everything about them. Let's just see what this say. It's kind of, probably don't want to give me this picture right here, but you can see that this is the devil who they gave us to try to put and say that this is the Messiah, this person right here. But we gonna go right into the Bible, man. That's what it's about. We gonna go and see what the description of him is in the Bible itself, and let's see if it match what they're trying to perpetuate to us. Let's see, Revelation chapter 1. We'll go down to verse 13. Start at verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about with the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. Well, we go ahead and look back at this. There's nothing about this man does not have white woolly hair at all. Look at this. This devil does not have white woolly hair. We're going to keep this one up. Let's go back to it. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. This devil right here got blue eyes. So we already know this is two things right now that's not matching up. And 15, and his feet like unto fine brass. And we know that your feet is the same color as the rest of your body, but it goes deeper, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. There's nothing dark of brass or burnt on this individual. Even right here, we can look on the cross. If they got him on this cross, let's see if it come up. Probably don't want to clear up for me, but I mean, you can see right here, his damn feet is the same color as him, which is white, and that's not biblical at all. As a matter of fact, he gonna give another one, because that's just one, because John the Revelator was seeing them there. But let's just see what pop up. Polished brass. So they trying to say gold. Well, I mean, I guess it would be a bronze type thing. But in the last one, it said as if it burned in a furnace. So we know for damn sure that he's not no damn white man. That's for damn sure. It is impossible for it to be you. It is literally impossible for it to be you. And that's just the descriptions of our Messiah. But I want to get into other ones. I want to go into the other ones to show that every single one of us, that's the Israelites or the Jews or just the chosen people, they have a certain look. We come in multiple shades of brown. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we all come in various shades of brown. I want to go back to the beginning. Let's just go back with Moses, because I know a lot of y'all might know this, but a lot of brothers don't. We'd have been out on the streets, and a lot of people did not know that the description of Yahushua is in the Bible, told that way. I've talked to people like that, and it surprised me. So you can never just be too sure. So we just gonna go down, get right to it, to the milk. So look at this. We want to show you one of the main prophets, the one that gave us the law. Let's talk about Moses. Let's see here. Exodus 4. I'm gonna start at verse 6, and it reads, "And the Lord said furthermore unto him, Put now thy hand into thy bosom. And he put his hand into his bosom, and when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous as snow." So you already know what leprosy, it's a skin disease. And it said his skin was as leprous as snow, which means it turned white. Next verse 7. "And he said, Put thy hand into thy bosom again. And he put his hand into his bosom again, and plucked it out of his bosom. And behold, it was turned again as his other flesh." So if it turned white, that means we know that he had to be black from the beginning. Everybody should know Moses was a black man. He hid among Pharaoh's kids in Egypt. He's a black man. So that's just one of the major prophets right there. We just keep going, but that's just to show you right there. And they don't want to admit, but that type of skin, that's a disease. That's not a good thing to have. It's not a good thing to have white skin or leprous or non-melanated flesh. It's just not. It's not the thing. I want to look. I know I had something else up. So look at this. I'm gonna say, but look like how he became this. But I'm gonna say that just to go back. But I want to go even more. Like, that's just one of the prophets. I want to go into let's look even at Paul. Let's look at Paul. Matter of fact, we're gonna go to the New Testament. I'm gonna go to Acts 21. Just trying to give you examples of not only, our Messiah being a so-called black man, but even the prophets, the same way. All the Israelites are people of color. Acts 21, and verse 37. This is Brother Paul, who Christians love, so we gonna bring it out. I love the brother too, but a lot of people take his stuff out of context. But this is Acts chapter 21. I'm gonna start at verse 37. "And as Paul was led into the castle, and he said unto the chief captain, May I speak unto thee? Who said, Canst thou speak Greek? Verse 38. Art not thou that Egyptian, which before these days madest an uproar? So you see, they thought Paul was an Egyptian. And we all know that Egypt is in Africa, so he had to be a dark-skinned brother or melanated brother living in Africa. We know that. And led us out of the into the wilderness 4,000 men that were murderers. Verse 39. But Paul said, I am a man which am a Jew of Tarsus, a city in Cilicia, a citizen of no mean city, and I beseech thee, suffer me to speak unto the people. So that lets you know that more Jews is they confused a man who admittedly that he is a Jew, and they confused him with being a Egyptian. So it lets you know that we must look closely to the people that dwelt in Egypt and not the people that are over there today, because we know that those are not. That land is not inhabited by the original Egyptians anymore. That's just another one. So we got Yahushua being described as a black man biblically. We showing Moses how his hand turned leprous, so mean he had to start out black, and even Paul being asked if he was an Egyptian, which is a Hamite or African, a so-called African over there. So that's another one. But It gets even deeper than this. We don't even show you other prophets. So we just show you while we in Acts. I'm going to go back a couple chapters. Acts 13. Oh yeah, I like this one. I like this one because a lot of people don't know this is in here like this. Acts 13:1 from the top. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called nigger. That was called nigger. I don't know about y'all, but I never heard no white boys ever being called nigger. And this is the King James version. You can look it up yourself. It's KJV. But you know what? For a lot of people, because and we all know that it comes from the Latin word negro, which just means black. But you know what? With this one, I want to look this up in another translation just to show you, just to confirm and reaffirm. Yeah, Acts 13. We're gonna look in the NLT. Let's Bible.com. Let's see. Acts 13:1 in the NLT. Among the prophets and teachers of the church at Antioch of Syria were Barnabas and Simeon, called the black man. The black man. So you see what I mean? This ain't no way around it. It ain't no way around it. They was calling them niggas back then. They say it's nothing new under the sun, man. There's nothing new under the sun. Man, let's call them niggas back then. I want to just pull that out just for edification's sake. Nothing new under the sun. One and 9. The thing that have been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. You see, so y'all think they've been calling us these things. They've been trying to call us these things, but y'all got to know that y'all are kings and gods working this earth. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. This earth was made for our sakes. And we want, man, it gets deep. And that's the teachers and the prophets. I'm going to show you even about the Most High, because I did mention him as well, to show that the Most High has an appearance. The Most High God has an appearance as well. He has, because it said we are made in his image, so he has to look like something. It just is what it is. Let me type it in. Revelation 4. We just gonna get right to it. Revelation chapter 4. I'm gonna start from the top. Revelation 4:1. After this I looked, and behold, a door was opened into heaven, and the first voice which I heard was as it were of a trumpet talking with me, which said, Come up hither, and I will show thee things which must be hereafter. And immediately I was in the spirit, and behold, a throne was set in heaven, and one sat on the throne. And he that sat was to look upon like a jasper and sardine stone, and there was a rainbow round about the throne, in sight like unto an emerald. So John is giving a view of, he hearing basically the Most High God talk to him sitting on his throne, and he said it was to look upon like a jasper and sardine stone. And I looked that up earlier. We just gonna look up. Look at this, jasper and sardine stone. Look at this. This is amazing. So they seen the Most High looking like this. So this is just now a dark brown. You can see it on the stones. Look at this. This is what your God looks like, Israel. This is what he saw on there. Beautiful shades of brown. This is what we all look like. Jasper and sardine stone. We got multiple different ways. That's in the light. You know you're going to look a little lighter. But man, this is amazing. That's what the Most High God look like. So we all have to wonder and go back to how did they get this from this? Man, like all of this. So they switched the color of our Messiah, but even God, because I googled a picture, matter of fact, of it's a picture out here where it's like God and Adam. If you type in like God and Adam picture or whatever, look at this. So they even tried to make the Most High God look as if he's white, sitting here with Adam, and it's supposed to be the Most High God touching him. This is wickedness. This is wickedness. This is real. You can Google this. That's all I Googled. God, Adam. Oh, so Michelangelo painted the picture. Look at this creation of this. This is what they're trying to say our Father looks like. This is what they're trying to say our Father looks like. That's wickedness. It made me think of Job. Like I said, man, they cover the faces of the judges. They're want to get that, because that's exactly what they're doing. We know who runs this. The wicked is running this program right now. But we know that their time is running out. All y'all got to do is endure and keep it. This is Job chapter 9. I'm looking for verse 24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And we know who the ultimate judges are. The real Messiah, Yahushua, which, as you see this, look how they transition. It's just a little more. They took his picture and do that, but I believe on this same thing they have. Yeah, see, this is original pictures. What you see, they cover the faces of the judges thereof, even the Most High God. Even the Most High God had to switch his image. I want to get one more scripture. I want to go to the Apocrypha for this, because this is basically what they did with our book. This is basically what they did. They're painting their own likeness. Man, this is crazy. First Maccabees 3, verse 48 is what I'm looking for. And laid open the book of the law, the Bible, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. Man, this Bible was so cold, man. So we see the description of Yahushua, but they painted the likeness of their images into our books. But when you look, they still can't hide this. They still can't hide these scriptures. They still can't hide that Yahushua will be being called a nigger today, a so-called black man. Man, Jasper and Sardine Stone, the Most High. So this was just going to be, a short, quick lesson. I ain't want it to be, too long. I hope it was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. And we praying that for the downfall of this God-forsaken place, America, which is Mystery Babylon. And I just pray for all y'all brothers out there, brothers and sisters that's trying to keep the commandments to the best of their ability. And just, man, we just got to endure to the end, man. Keep fighting, keep standing up, Israel. Keep doing your best. All praises to the Most High. Shalom.